Hey, scribers. Just want to make a video here showing some thoughts on should I bring over my HG template and library, which we are working on being able to support, or should I use one of the default templates available in ScribeWare or maybe for sale for some scribers and just kind of modify that. And the conclusion I'm coming to by and large is that if you're a multi-inspection firm and you've got a bunch of people, it's probably a lot harder for you to change your process and might be better to start with your HG templates and libraries copied and be able to kind of give your whole team a new starting place that is very comfortable, familiar, and similar. And frankly, I still think will be better and faster than using HomeGauge. But I want to show you some of the things that you would lose and some of the things of how that would work. So I just want to unpack here. Let's just look at the siding and trim section. So just for basic familiarity, we call these our chapters over here, and then within each chapter there's sections. So we're in the exterior siding, doors, and windows chapter in the siding and trim section. These two guys here are styles and materials, right? So we could fill these out. We can hit wood. Now here's an example of the kind of thing you lose if we bring over your template. When I hit siding material, I've got all these blue guys. So we could come down and we could hit, synthetic stucco ephes. And I have a whole narrative comment and a picture attached to that style and material, which is really cool. That's something that you don't have in HG, I don't believe. And of course, if we bring over your libraries and templates, that's not something that's built. So you would lose connections between things. I'll give you one other example. We could go to electrical service. We could go to service equipment. We could go to panel manufacturer and you hit Federal Pacific Electric and boom, there's your comment. So we built a lot of that into the default template that you would lose when you bring over your templates from HG. Now, all of the chapters and stuff over here, if we bring over your templates, are going to look exactly the same. And within each chapter, if we bring over your stuff, we can copy this whole, you could have like default language that sits at the top of the chapter. You could have your styles and materials list right below that. You could have some more limitations, and then you would have your comments all below. So it's actually not that hard for us to have a report that looks a lot like the HomeGauge report. So that would be an advantage for you, is that your report would end up looking kind of the same. You can obviously make the same workflow and stuff. Even if you liked and you wanted to go with ScribeWare's template, it's so easy to for example, if you wanted to move fuel storage and distribution down, you can just do that. You can move them around. You can rename these things. We could call this anything you want. I mean, I can just write here, right? Just do that. So all of the chapters, the sections, the sequence, the flow, all of that can be changed and customized within ScribeWare. So I wanted to also point out, these are all the stuff I'm highlighting here called inspector-only notes. And they can be a little disorienting if you don't know what they are, but I have saved these as inspector-only notes. And what that means is all this stuff, none of this is going to print in the report. I simply built all this stuff as shortcuts for me to find my favorite comments. So let's go over retrieving comments. If you are an HG person and we bring over all of your templates and your library, how you're going to make a comment is this. You're not going to have any of this. That's all going to be gone. You're going to have, styles and materials. You'll hit your pull downs. You're going to hit add observation. And let's say there's no end joint flashings, right? You're just going to use the keyword search, right? I just started typing in end joint, I retrieved my comment, and I got that. So you would have the keyword search as a fantastic way to go through. We will try to get your library all sorted out by section so that you can just use add observation and a keyword search and find your comments that way. You would also be able to use the view library button. So here's the library for siding and trim. we're going to open it up, and you could go through and look at your library this way, and start finding the comments that you want. You know, my exterior siding is a good example of like kind of a nightmare section that's just got freaking hundreds of comments. So it's a harder one to sift through, you know, and that's why I've built out a lot of these sorts of things that for these shortcuts. We have also added a view favorites. So let's say you've got your home gauge thing. This stuff's not here. You've got your styles and materials. Let's say you've been having trouble finding a comment like that end joint flashing one, but you've got it now. What you can do is hit this little heart button and add to favorites. And what that just did is in this favorites folder, you've now got that. So I can just go like that, hit close, and boom, I've got that comment. So this little heart is going to allow you to very quickly custom build folders of your favorite comments, which in a way is almost replacing all this stuff that I've built for you. So there's some stuff that will really work to your advantage that we built in here that I really think bringing over your library and your template from HG, you will be able to start slowly adding a lot of the speed that we've built in. And frankly, I think our keyword search works so much better than the way HG works. Even without all of this stuff and even without those pull downs connected, I think you're going to find your process is quickly faster than it used to be on home gauge. So I hope that makes sense. We are more than happy to bring over your templates and your library. We've got a guy working full time on that. We're starting to make a list of people that would like to do that. So what we need is send us an email with your HG5 files, and we can copy your template and library over. Let us know how we can help. Thank you.